Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Should be good to go. Who else is missing? So... Welcome to round 4 of Division 1 PS4 plus PS5, the top PlayStation division and the top side-by-side racing division. Here at Jeddah, a very tight and narrow street circuit, which allows for some great racing and some very exciting overtakes and daring moves by all these drivers. Today we are joined by 17 of SBS best drivers ready to battle out to win in Saudi Arabia. It's a few more minutes before we can start. So we can see here we've got JCAC in the Mercedes. So we're going to open up the standings and see where he is right now. So JCAC currently is in P9 with 15 points, so he'll be looking to improve his showing, and ahead of him is Temp, who's actually a reserve driver. He's been able to have many performances, many showings this season. He's currently in P6 with 18 points. Then you've got Hidero in the Red Bull. He's yet to score points. Could he score points for the first time in side-by-side racing league? Then we've got Guizak Legal. He's also only scored 2 points and he's currently in P19. Then we've got Scotty, P10 with 13 points. Then we've got Narval, his first race in SBS, and he's in the Aston Martin, joined by the reserve driver Tokarola. He's got 8 points, which puts him into P17 in the standings. Then we've got Ahi, the Season 1 championship contender. He ended up P2. He is currently now in P13 with 12 points. Then we have Ferrari of It's Pyro. He's currently in the lead of the championship with 41 points. And Rutty Gullet in P3 with 27 points. So a strong showing from the two Ferraris so far. After them, we've got the two AlphaTauris, Apelic, just behind CPI Pyro. He's in P2 in the standings. Then we've got Plimbull, his first appearance in Division 1. And then Crispal, another man relatively new to SBS. He's second showing. He's currently in P8 though, with 15 points after getting a podium in his first showing. Then we've got Hopkinson, another reserve driver, many reserves tonight, and he has 1 point. And then off to the Haas drivers. We've only got one this evening, and it's Pirka and Paha. He's DNF'd all the races he's competed in, so could he possibly not crash out? That would be amazing for him. Then we got the championship winner of Season 1, we've got Leighton. He is currently P7 with 16 points, and we've got XD Paco, who's going to round off the drivers for tonight, and he, I think, is currently yet to score points, so if he scores points today, that would be incredible. So I think with further ado, we can get going. And it's go, go, go. The drivers have been told to ready up, and it's time. I'm just going to recheck the settings one more time, because I'm scared with this setting stuff. Right, so I think we've got all these settings right. Yep. 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 Right, perfect. We're good to go. 15 ready up and 17 overall. I think this is going to be a fun race. I feel it. I feel that it will be entertaining to commentate, and hopefully entertaining for the drivers as well, with some battles, hopefully. And now heading into short qualifying, a minute's silence for Ukraine, for the innocent people, and we're just going to be doing what we can to show our support and respect for the Ukrainian citizens. So no one is to leave the garages until the 1 minute silence. and as soon there we go, minute silence starting from now. There we go, that is the end of the minute silence. I think Narval just went out a few seconds in advance. He's the only man out on track now. Went a few seconds out in advance, I'm not sure if that could be penalised, but we're going to have to wait and see. And for now, we have officially started the qualifying session. 16 minutes for all these drivers to show us what they've got. A very competitive grid tonight, and it is the night time because I'm smart and I put it at night time. I did not forget, because if you remember Bahrain, we actually had to restart the entire lobby because it was originally in daytime, and of course no one likes a daytime race in Bahrain or Jeddah, so we've decided to make it midnight. So we're going to go on board with the Aston Martin of Narval. He's first time in SBS, and in other leagues he's made a good showing, so hopefully he can do something great. He's had quite a lot of practice, it seems. So yeah, he's going to be rounding the final corners now to start his lap. He's on the mediums, it seems. I'm being told he's on the softs, but he's on the mediums. So his first lap he's going to do on the mediums. What can he do on the medium compound? I think an ideal lap would be into the 116s, but that would be on the softs. I'm not exactly sure where you want to be going on the mediums, but as close to the 116s as possible. Definitely. Hidero gets out the way well. Narval takes the first few corners relatively well. Here you need to cut all in you can, and you need to stick to this wall. Here it's all about timing when you to turn in, and he does it absolutely perfectly. He times it very well, and he's looking very, very strong, especially on the mediums. It's going to be a 30.780 in the first sector. Very, very decent first sector, especially on the medium compounded tyre. He's on the absolute limit, a few millimeters away from the wall on that exit, and so far so good for the Spanish driver. Oh, invalidates just about by a few millimeters. Narval invalidates his lap, and it was looking good as well. So will he stay on the mediums, or will he opt to go for the softs? Who's the next to start a lap? I think it would be the championship leader. It's Pyro in the Ferrari. He's going to start his lap. What can he do into the first few corners, and what's he going to do into the first sector? So remember that Narval did a 30 something, so if Pyro can get a 29 or just below 30, that would be great for him. Oh, he gets all out of shape through this section, and I don't think this will be the most ideal lap for Pyro, so we're going to go on board with someone else. We're going to go on board with Temp, who's into Sector 3 now, and he's currently a reserve driver for Mercedes. He's the Division 2 championship leader, so what can he do as he exits the final corner onto the gas? Leighton does a 128.9, and then Temp does a 128.7 on the medium compounded tyre. He beats Leighton by 2/10, and then Scotty absolutely disrupts the lead of Temp, and he's into the 128.2, Apelic 128.1, and the lap times are just improving every second here in Jeddah. Who can beat the lap time of Apelic in the Alpha Tauri? Can Crispel do it as he's going to cross the checkered line? He can, 127.770, but it's on the softs, so bear in mind that... Oh no, Pellic was on the soft as well, and Rati Gullit actually beats the time of the Alfa Romeo, and it's 127.1 for the Ferrari driver of Rati Gullit. And now all eyes rest on the current championship leader, Pyro. He's starting a new lap, and he's on the medium compounder tyre now. What can he do on this lap into the first sector? He rounds the first and second corner. He does it pretty well. He needs to take all the curve, and he's done it way better than the first time, that is certain. Oh, he hits the wall, and that's very unfortunate for Pyro, as he's just getting used to the track in the first few minutes of qualifying. Hopkinson starting a lap, so is Tokarola. Tokarola, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw a purple sector. Could be a glitch in the game, but I did see a purple sector too. Don't think he's going to go purple though, as he's going to round the final corner. What can he do? I think it's going to be around a one. Oh, could be purple. Oh no, just not it. It's going to be a 129.4, which will put him into the P12 and the last of the current people have set a lap. Ahi 2003 in the garage, so is Pirkan Pacha and Guizak Legal. Hopkinson is on a lap, the Alfa Romeo reserve. Oh, he doesn't quite nail that corner, but it's all good. He doesn't hit the wall, he doesn't invalidate, so it's smooth sailing so far for Hopkinson. 14 viewers, thank you guys for all tuning in to Division 1. Hope you guys enjoy tonight. A lot more ahead of us, a whole 50% race, so I think that's around 20 something laps for us to enjoy tonight. So we've got 4 comments, so I'm going to read the comments this time, see what you guys have to say about tonight. Let's see. So Kimi Matev Z, hello. He says Jakak is the GOAT. Oh, could be. He's actually currently in P2, so yeah, he's doing quite well at the moment, as we see Hopkinson into P13, and it's Pyro into the boxes. But then the bottom 3, Guizak Legal, Ahi and CPI Pahapurka, all out of the boxes. What can they do on their laps? We're going to have to wait and see. Jakak seems that he's on a lap. Oh, I just had the biggest voice crack. Oh my days. So, the GOAT. Oh, could be. He's actually currently in P2, so yeah, he's doing quite well at the moment, as we see Hopkinson into P13, and it's Pyro into the boxes. But then the bottom 3, Guizak Legal, Ahi and CPI Pahapurka, all out of the boxes. What can they do on their laps? We're gonna have to wait and see. Jakak. Oh my days, that was horrendous. No. Oh god, that was not great. I just had the biggest voice crack on the stream. So 20 viewers now. Thank you guys all for tuning in once again, and I'm going to be hoping to provide you all with some decent commentary, hopefully. And who's going to be the first to start a lap out of these runners? It's going to be Ahi. We're going on board with Zach Legal though, the McLaren driver. His teammate currently rests in P7, but Legal is on the soft. A big mix, a lot of people on the mediums now. We've got Narval, Temp and Tokarola, all in the mediums, so they're looking for the alternate strategy here. So Legal, he rounds the first 2 corners pretty nicely. He needs to take all the curve here, and a bit distracting from the driver behind, but manages to get out of the way. And Legal, all about timing with turning, and we saw Narval take this section extremely well, and Legal takes it very decently now. It's not purple sector 1. Oh yes it is, never mind, it is purple sector 1 for the McLaren driver, the Brazilian. It's gone purple in sector 1. Now what can he do further into the lap? He's got 2 sectors left to go, and this corner is very hard. You need to get as close as possible to the wall, but if you hit the wall then your lap's over. So it's oh no, he's invalidated. I don't know where, but he's invalidated his lap. No, that is so unfortunate for the Brazilian driver. So is Ahi, and so is Pahapirka. A lot of people invalidating their laps here. Rutty Gullet, he's looking to go on another lap. A lot of people invalidating. I see a lot of red on the track map, so struggling with track limits, possibly a lot of the drivers, and still 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers have not set a lap, and that is not at all what they want. We've got 8 minutes left of qualifying, so we've certainly got enough time for them to set a lap. Rutty Gullet on an absolutely astonishing lap, it seems. He's taking everything very smoothly so far. He has to lift a lot out of there, and he invalidates as he turns way too early, and he invalidates his lap time. Scotty, he's going to start his lap. He actually went 8/10 faster on his previous lap, so this could be an out lap or an in lap. I think it's an in lap for the McLaren driver. As you can see, temp, I think it is, on the softs now. He goes into P4 with a 1:27.629. Can we get into the 1:26s is the question. With 7 minutes left of qualifying, it's a very big possibility, certainly. Two upper Tauris, they're down. We can see a Pellic. Normally does very well in qualifying. It's currently in P8. Of course, this could change, so I don't want to speak too early. Narval is certainly up there, even though he's on the mediums. He's on the mediums, and he's still P6. And we can see now he's on the softs, and he's 4/10 up into Sector 1, I think. And this is looking extremely good for the Spanish driver. We saw him invalidate last lap. Can he keep this one clean? Can he bring it pole? Can he put it on pole is the question. Wow, extremely on the limit that time round. And what's it going to be into Sector 2? How much has he gained, and will this put him on pole? He's gained 8/10. This certainly would put him into the top 3, as he just needs to try not to invalidate now. Very, very solid lap from the Spanish, I mean. And Pahapirka, finally, the Haas driver, he's shown what he's got. The past few races, he's DNF'd, he's qualified in a bad position, but now he's finally showing what he's made of, as Narval is going to round the final corner. An extremely solid lap from him. What's it going to be for the Aston Martin? It is going to be pole. It's going to be provisional pole for Narval. And we can see he actually touches the wall. If you guys didn't see that, I think that did cost him a few thousandths of a second possibly, but nevertheless he's still gotten pole just in front of Jakak, and Pahapirka rounds off the top 3. And it's getting competitive, it's getting juicy, as I would say. We've got 5 minutes left, and now all the drivers are going into the boxes so then they can complete a final lap here at Jeddah. And Pyro and Ahi still need to complete laps. Ahi's on an out lap currently, so you need to watch out for him. Any more comments? We've got William Sussex saying Aston Martin in the mud. Well, I think an Aston Martin has just gone on pole, just put it on pole. So Aston Martin is certainly not in the mud. And Ahi is going to start his lap. The Alpine driver recently moved from AlphaTauri, and let's see what he can do in this fresh new blue Alpine car. He's so far taking it nice and controlled, just looking to get a lap in, which can put him around the top 10. And you can see everyone outside the top 10, they could start on the mediums or on the hards. We can see Ahi invalidates in the same place which we saw Rutty Gullet invalidating. And I think it's Pyro has finally set a lap. He's gone at P7 with a 1:27.416, and currently the only driver into the 1:26s is Narval in the Aston Martin. A very fast lap from him. Sorry for that. And now all the drivers heading into the boxes, so they put on a new fresh set of softs, so then they can complete a last lap before we get into the racing action here in Jeddah. Currently leading is Narval, first time racing in SBS, and he's in first position as well. Pyro, last man into the boxes, so currently everyone is into the boxes except for the Alpine of Ahi, who's yet to set a lap time. He's invalidated this one, so he's going to be actually the final man into the boxes. And now everyone has pitted, and it's going to be the final laps. It's going to be a final showdown with all these drivers. We can see the CPI duo of Paha Pirka and Rati Gullit, the two Finnish, the Flying Finns, as I like to call them. They are out and about on the track. Will we get some... hopefully not. Hopefully we don't get a repeat of what happened in real life. That would be bonkers. That would be pretty crazy. That would be very, very, I'm not sure how to call it. It'll be exciting, but not quite as exciting for the drivers. You 20 people watching, what are your opinions? Who's going to get pole position? There's 2 minutes left. Who do you guys think is going to put it on pole? Grenzok says Temp. Temp is currently in P8, so not doing too bad at the moment. A lot of people on outlaps. I'm not sure who to spectate. I'm going to choose Rati Gullit. He's put it on pole in Bahrain. He's put it on pole on Imola. And will he put it on pole in Jeddah? Well, we have to find out. 2 minutes left of qualifying, and we're on board with the Flying Fin of Rati Gullit, taking the first corner very nicely. He's speeding through the first two corners, almost like Jano Opme. What's he going to do into Sector 1? Can he put it purple into Sector 1? So far, so good for the Finn. Oh, just has to brake a bit as he doesn't get into the ideal positioning. Doesn't get his car into the ideal position that he wants. This time, he keeps it clean through there, and it's going to be... purple Sector 1. Not pole position yet, but it could be pole position as he's gone purple into Sector 1. And now with the track evolution, the drivers are certainly going to be putting in faster laps. Now I'm confused because I think Rati Gullit has just backed out of his lap. That has confused me. That's confused me quite a lot. Right, so he's backed out of his lap. I'm not sure if he's still on a lap. Yeah, he's backed out. Okay, no doubt about it now. Pahapirka invalidates JCAC on an out lap. Narval a 10th up. This guy is doing wonders here in Sector 1. And oh no, he just touched the wall. Is that his front wing broken? Is that his last chance at improving? Done for? It seems not. So far, still so good for the Spaniard. He's got Scotty giving him a tow just in front, but he breaks the tow. Oh, very close. Gets McLaren driver Scotty to Narval. Oh no, Narval's not improved, and he's now down by 200 as he invalidates. No, he keeps it going. Does the Aston Martin, and now every single driver except Hopkinson is on a hot lap. Who is improving and who's not? I have absolutely no clue. I don't know who to spectate. I've got no clue who to spectate. Right, I'm going to go with the Pelic. I don't know why. I have a feeling he's going to do something magical. Someone's binned it into Sector 1. Is that a Mercedes? It's a Williams, and it's the Williams of XD Paco. Pyro gets a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Plimball. That's very unfortunate for him, and that means 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 down into P12. That is not ideal for the Ferrari driver, and he certainly doesn't want that. And now he's into P11, so he could be starting on the mediums. It could be a strategic advantage, but certainly won't have the track position. Who's improving and who's not? Rutty not improving into Sector 2. Pirka still on a lap into Sector 3. What can he do? Can anyone beat the Flying Spaniards of Narval? His first qualifying in SBS, and will it be first position in the first qualifying of SBS? Can anyone deny him? Can Paha Pirka deny him? Let's see. He's going to speed up to the line, and it's going to be a 1:27.0. I think he improved by basically nothing, and it is Narval on pole. Unless once again, can someone deny him? Scotty, can he deny him? It doesn't seem like it. Zach Legal into the boxes. Temp, no. Apelic, no. Crispal, no. Paco into the boxes. Hopkinson. What can Hopkinson do? It's going to be no. It's a no for Hopkinson, and I think that is pole position No, it's not! Oh, I spoke way too soon. The commentator's curse. Scotty in the McLaren has just robbed Narval of pole position as he goes into P1 with the 1:26.912. And that is pole for the McLaren driver. Very nice lap from him. And now what does Pyro have to say about that collision? So it's Pyro is going to start in P11, so could be a strategic advantage for him. Possibly, and I'm not sure who we're waiting for. I think we're waiting for Chris Ball, who's taking his time in the boxes, certainly. There we go. That's the end of qualifying, and that is guaranteed pole position for EVG Scotty. Very, very nice lap from the McLaren. As we can see here, the final qualifying standings. EVG Scotty, the Irish, into P1. Just behind is the Spaniard of Narval. Then we've got JCAC just behind him. Basically, nothing separates Paha Pirkra and JCAC. Literally 0.002 of a second is the gap between them two. Then we've got Rati Gullit, another Finn. Two CPI drivers who are both Finnish, and they are 1 and 2 behind each other. Then we've got Guizak Legal, and then we've got Pyro, who's British, and he's down into P11 because of his 5 position grid penalty. Very unfortunate for him. He spun and hit the AlphaTauri. Then we've got Temp in the Mercedes, Pellic, Crispal, Leighton, XD Paco, Tokarola, Finball, Ahi, Herdero, Hopkinson. There we go. Finished. Done. I said everyone. No one can say anything. And into the race now, waiting for the players to ready up. What are you guys' predictions? Tell me in the comments your top 3 predictions for tonight's race, because it could be anyone could win. We could even see Hopkinson from the bottom of the grid, from the back of the grid. He could win. JT said JCAC will be pole. Well, Scotty was pole, so it seems not. Jack says go Leighton, as he's rooting on for his mate. And now let's get a different view. Come on, different camera view. How do I do that? Right. How do I get a different view of the camera? Come on. Camera type, broadcast. Bam, there. Oh, okay, you change it like that, right. I forgot how to. So you can see predicted pit stop strategy. It's going to be, it could be a one stop. It seems like it's a one stop. It's going to be softs to mediums or softs to hards. Leighton, Paco, and someone else. So Jack thinks Leighton will win and Paco will be P2. So he's rooting for the Williams, it seems, as he's hoping for the 1-2. Purple Neo says Joe. I'm not sure who Joe is. Joe's not he got me. No, I'm stupid, right? Kai, yeah, thanks for the advice. So we can see Leighton in P10, previous season 1 champion. What can he do? Doesn't seem to be too confident, but of course this could all change into lap 1. It's going to be certainly a very entertaining lap 1. I'm just hoping that I don't lose my voice. We've got Talon saying AlphaTauri 1-2. So Apelix in P8 and Plimball P14. But anything could happen. Anything could happen in this race. Another predicted pit stop strategy. We've seen this already. Doesn't show us what the strategy would be if you start on the mediums. It only shows us how you start on the softs. 20. We've still got our 20 viewers here, and ready to go are the drivers. No one's been disqualified. I mean, from formation lap, so that is great. Lap data, we don't need that. Just doing the settings real quick. We're going to make it tyre. Well, everyone is on the softs, guys, except for Ahi on the mediums. So we're going to put the detail as position change. So we're going to see who's going to be making up the most positions. And I believe that we can get some very nice camera angles around this track. So I'm going to keep it in broadcast mode. Plimbull, the story of the century. B9247, the AlphaTauri team principal, says the division driver comeback. And you can see all the drivers lining up on the grid now. Oh god. I'm even nervous for the drivers. I know how it is to be in this situation. Trust me, it's not nice. You just want to go. And the formation lap is probably one of the worst feelings. It's just all the build up to the start of the race. And as the drivers ready up, it's going to be go, go, go in just a few seconds. We get the absolute worst camera angle. There we go, that's better. And it is lights out, and away we go. Hedero, a jump start for him. I'm very unlucky, and as we see Scotty still in the lead, Narval follows behind as they all seem to get through very cleanly. No incidents. Oh yes, we can see an incident, and I think that is Leighton, who's just lost his front wing at the back of the grid. Further up though, nothing seems to have happened. Everyone with a wing currently, and Scotty still leads the way with Narval just behind. Jakak, he's lost some time to Narval. Pahapirka follows, and then Rutty Gullet. Then we've got the McLaren of Guizak Legal, the Brazilian. Just after him we've got Temp in Mercedes. Then we've got Criswell, Pelic, Pyro, Hedero, Plimbull, Stipaco, Tokarola, Ahi, and Leighton, who's lost his wing. Then we've got Hopkinson. Not sure what's up with him. I think he missed the race start by quite a margin. And now it's just 25 laps of racing for these drivers. And Temp making the move on Legal, it seems, as the Alfa Romeo of Criswell also seems to be wanting to get involved in this battle. It's a three-way battle from Temp for P6, as the Alfa Romeo gets very close to the McLaren, it seems, as we're going on board with Guizak Legal, and just behind him is Criswell, but the gap is beginning to form now, as up in front Bahapirka is closing the gap to Jakak, and Narval and Scotty having a right old battle there at the front, the Aston Martin and the McLaren. Narval, is he going to go for the move down the inside of Scotty? Yes, it seems so, as they go side by side, and Narval down the inside he goes, and it's a move and a half from the Aston Martin as they're still going side by side. He leaves Scotty just enough room. Scotty leaves him just enough room, and Scotty squeezes past, but Narval's not going to give up that easily. He's not going to concede that easily, but he's forced to. And Pyro into the boxes, so is Hedero, Pelic and Leighton. I think they all lost their wings on lap 1. Very unfortunate for them. 5 actually, oops. And then further back still, the battle, I think, with Legal. He's lost the position, and he's got Criswell hunting him down, the Alfa Romeo reserve. What's he going to do? Is he going to go down the inside, up the inside on this corner, very twisty one? Oh, he gets a very nice exit, it seems. No, he slows a bit on the exit, not sure why. Not quite on the limit just yet. We've got Hopkinson, the first man to get a penalty. It's 3 seconds of penalties for him. And Criswell still following Legal very closely. Plimbull, the Division 3 driver, he's been called up for Division 1 to reserve tonight. He's in P9. And further up, we've got Criswell and Guizak Legal fighting very hard, it seems, as they're going side by side. Criswell's forced to cut the corner, and it seems he hit his wing. Did he get wing damage is the question. He seems he's going strong, so I'm going to presume he did not. We've got Pahapirka still following Jakak, and then Rutty just behind. Narval once again getting super close to the McLaren of Scotty. It's going to go around the outside. Jakak, everyone getting the fastest laps. As you can see, even Pahapirka, he's looking if he can make the move, and then they're still going side by side, are Scotty and Narval, as Scotty still in front. Pahapirka's out once again. He's DNF'd, and he is out of the session, and it's the first major crash of the day, and it's from the Haas driver. He had a very strong showing, but he just crashed out, like he did in Portugal, like he did in Imola, and like he did in Bahrain. Very unfortunate for him. And Scotty leads the way. Just behind him is Narval, and then we've got Jakak and Rutty. Bear in mind, this is a virtual, it's not a full safety car. Has a double DNF, it seems. Yeah, I think it is Singapore. No, no, this isn't. This is Jeddah. This is not Singapore. This is not Singapore at all. Very far away from Singapore. And there we go. We've got the nice camera angle. I told you guys there was a nice camera angle, and we got it. And now we're going to be able to see this fight. We can see all those people, you know, in the dining room of their nice houses trackside, inspecting this battle between the McLaren, the Aston Martin, and the Mercedes. What a view this is, lads. Codemasters, you can't get your lobbies right, but you certainly get the views right. As you can see, Narval very close to the McLaren, and another McLaren in a fight. Both McLarens in a fight, it seems. Squeezack Legal still in a battle with the Alfa Romeo, but we're going to be still looking at this battle between Narval and Scotty. Narval once again in front of the McLaren driver as he leads into lap 4 of this race. Further back, still Legal and Crispell giving it their everything. Them two, they seem to be equaling out each other on pace, and Scotty and Narval still battling hard. As we can see, Rutty and Jakak still close to each other. We can see the top 4 very close, and we've got Temp just within DRS of Rutty Gullet. And then we got this absolute whack camera. There we go. There's a nice camera angle. I see Narval. He's got good pace. So, he's gone purple into sector 1. Still leads. Pyro's second time into the boxes. What's up with him? What's up with the Ferrari of Pyro? He seems to be losing these wings. A limited amount of wings, and he's certainly taking advantage of it. Is Pyro. Narval still leads, and he's built this gap up to Scotty by quite a lot. It's now 7 tenths. It was 7 tenths. It's now 6. Jakak he's not following Scotty that close anymore. The gap is 8 tenths, 9 tenths now between them. Narval, faster start for him, and Jakak just within the DRS of Scotty. Rutty Gullet, he's following these 3 as he's looking to make a move on Jakak, and then just behind we've got Temp in Mercedes also following along with this battle. Crispell and Guizak Legal. Their names actually rhyme, and they are 2 very talented drivers giving it their all for P6 on the race. Plimball just behind them, 2 seconds, and then we've got Tokorola and Plimball battling it out very hard, and we can see just behind them is XD Paco. Leighton looking to make positions as he's currently in P13 after losing his wing on lap 1, very unfortunate for him. And Narval still leading the way from Scotty to Jakak and then to Rutty Gullet. So currently not many people with penalties into lap 5 this race. Pyro's out of the session, he's retired, he's done it in the boxes, so that is not going to be a safety car. Another nice camera angle we get, and Jakak, 7 tenths is the gap between him and Scotty. Scotty 4 tenths behind Narval, and he's now reducing the gap as he's got the DRS. Oh, he's very, very, very close, and now he's going to have the DRS, I mean, on this straight. Can he make a move on Narval, who's not got any DRS? It's a DRS train, all fighting for P1 of this race, for P1, I repeat, the best position to finish in, obviously. Oh, that's a very nice switchback from Narval, but it comes at a cost. He's got 3 seconds of penalties. A nice switchback, but it's 3 seconds which came with it, as he's now the first driver to get a 3-second penalty, and then Scotty follows, and now Jakak is in provisional P1 of this race. He's the one with no penalties, and Rutty with provisional P2, as these 5 now, the top 5, very close together, as they're in a DRS train now, confirmed. So unless someone spins out or something dramatic happens, we will keep going with the DRS train until we get to the boxes, you know, the stint where the softs get old. And we're going to look at tyres for those engineers asking me. We can see here top 10 all on softs, and then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 all on mediums. Currently 5 lap olds soft for all of the top 10. and we're going to put the detail now onto penalties. One of the most crucial roles, one of the most crucial factors in league racing, because you can have a 3-second penalty and win, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you've got the 3-second penalty on your name. So it's just very unfortunate, really, if you get a penalty. Anyways, Scotty still behind Narval. Can he find a way past this time? He's going to have the DRS. Narval won't have the DRS. I think Narval running out of DRS, but he's still got enough, I think. Scotty down the inside he goes, and side by side, Scotty and Narval. Who's going to go P1? Still side by side as Narval on the outside and Scotty on the inside. So the inside line has got Scotty into P1 as Narval is forced to give away the position. And I'm not sure if I saw wing damage there. I don't think so. I don't think he hit the wall. You see the crowd in the background loving this fight between these 5 drivers. Rutty Gullet, is it going to go for a move? No, he's in a Mercedes sandwich, a nice sandwich between JCAC and Temp is looking to make a move on him at the moment. It's a very nice battle between the top 5, and then we can see now they've built the gap up to Guizac Legal. It's 8 seconds, and then the bottom half, it's crazy. It's everyone is in a DRS train except for P12, P13, P14. Right, we've got a DRS train from Guizac Legal, then we've got a DRS train from Scotty. So Scotty is leading the DRS train until Temp. Then you've got Guizac Legal leading another one until XD Paco. Then you've got Ahi, who's in no man's land, Souza Pelic, Leighton and Herdero. And now Narval, oh, JCAC getting in on this action as he goes side by side with Narval, and now it's 2 wide. Could it be 3 wide? Scotty won't have the DRS. Who's that into the boxes? It's Rutty Gullet who's just boxed, and it's 3 wide. The Mercedes with the inside line as they've just sandwiched Scotty, and no, it's actually an Aston Martin and a Mercedes, sorry, and it is going to be JCAC who rules superior, and he's into P1 as they're still so close together, literally pushing each other through that corner. And this is an absolutely amazing battle, one of the best I've seen, especially around this tight, twisty circuit where it's very hard not to lose your wing. And the fact that this DRS train is still going is absolutely crazy. As you can see, Narval going for the move on Scotty around the outside. Can he make it work? No, no. Can he get the switchback though as he goes down the inside now on the inside line? He switched his line from the outside to the inside. No, he's going to slot in right behind Scotty. That's very unfortunate for him as he has to stay behind. Then got Temp also falling behind. I'm going to take a quick break because my throat is giving in a bit, so just give me 1 minute. Right, so JCAC, I'm gonna have to go grab some water, guys. I'll be 1 minute. So I'm gonna presume that this DR train's gonna keep going. Actually, I'm gonna stay. I can't leave even if I need water. Like, look at this. This is a one in a lifetime opportunity to watch 4 drivers nowadays just completely split by nothing, literally pushing each other through corners. But now we can see it's time where the softs are getting old and it's time to box. So now it's 3 people left in the DRS train, and it is Narval leading the way with a 3-second penalty. So does Scotty have a 3-second, and then Temp in provisional P1 of this race right now. He has not gotten a penalty. Further back, what's up? We've got Scotty making the move on Ahi, that is, and then JCAC further back just comes out behind Ahi, but he finds a way past down the inside after he comes out of pits. That's a very nice move from him, and very well thought out from the Mercedes, as he's now back into position just behind Rutty Gullets where he was originally. And the top 3 is yet to box. We've got 62 comments. I've got to read this, lads. I've got to read this. I'm ignoring you guys as much as I can, but I can't ignore you guys anymore. What's going on with the comments? Paco P7. Bobby is too good. His Thruly is dying. Oliver asked for the tyres. I will actually bring up the tyres now. So, 1 second. We're going to do intervals. And detail will be tyres. We can see here, top 5 yet to box. And everyone else has boxed. Except for Ahi. And Apelic boxed on lap 1. So basically an irrelevant pit stop. So, when are the top 5 going to box? They've been out on these softs for 9 laps now. Narval into the boxes he goes. Scotty, will he follow? Yes, he will. So will Temp. And this is my opportunity to go grab some water. I'll be back in around 25 seconds. I'm back. So, what's been going on? Oh my days, the TRS train has gone oh Jesus Christ, they just keep coming. They just keep going. I think it's now 8 drivers in the DRS. Oh my days, 7 drivers all in the DRS train. We've literally got half the grid all packed up behind each other. It's all to play for P1. So Plimble and Paco though, still yet to box. Testing. Wait, can I hear myself? Testing. Yeah, I can. Sorry, I thought that was mute or something because. Right. Anyways, JCAC is in P1 as they're going side by side with Narval, that is the Aston Martin, and the Mercedes. Oh, JCAC rides that curb and is lucky not to lose it as Rutty Gullet is right behind. He's in P3 and he's looking to make some moves on JCAC, and Scotty also behind, but he's got a penalty, bear that in mind. So these drivers are going to be going on to the end of the race with these tyres because they can do it. It is a one-stop around Jeddah, and we are now halfway or so into the race, and it's just getting spicier and spicier. We don't know who's going to win. As soon as we say a name, they crash, they mess it up, they have to box because they lost their wing, anything. So it is all to play for. As we can see, the DRS train is still going. It's 5 people now in the DRS as Ahi has lost the DRS on the Mercedes driver of Temp, and Narval doing extremely well. His first race in SPS, and he's proving himself worthy, definitely. And JCAC is following right behind him as he's going to go down the inside of Narval into the final corner, as now they're getting all messy. As we can see, it's a 5-way fight into the first corner as they're all slotted in behind each other. One mistake and you could literally mess up every single person's race. It's 4 wide and it's the Mercedes who reigns superior as he gets the move done on the Aston Martin, and Rutty just makes the move on Scotty. And this is a brilliant race, especially from the front. I am very much enjoying this to the point where I am losing my voice completely. It might not sound like it, but I think I'm going to lose my voice for a day after this. So we're going to now look at the back of the grid. What's going on? We can see Leighton and Legal very close together. And JCAC also. Jack, if you could just mute yourself for a second, that would be nice. If you want to commentate with me, you can join the party. But yeah, we shouldn't be talking over each other in that. And now JCAC still leading the way. Narval just behind, and Rutty Gullet currently in provisional P2. A lot of people now getting penalties. As you can see, the DRS train is still going. JCAC though is building the gap now, and Rutty Gullet down the inside of Narval he goes into the fast right-hander. Oh, Narval has lost many positions there. Rutty's gone down the inside of Mercedes, And it's still a 5-way fight into the first corner. What's going to happen here? The DRS train is still going strong. Narval, will he make the move on the both drivers? We're going to have to wait and see. This is very much TikTok worthy, is this? Oh, Narval squeezed a bit by JCAC. He manages to keep his wing though, and that is very lucky from the Aston Martin, just squeezed into the wall by JCAC. But he's still following closely, as you can see he's looking behind him, because right behind he's got the CPI Rasi Gullit, currently P3 in the championship, and he is looking to hunt down the Spaniard. JCAC still leading the way from Narval to Rutty to Scotty to Temp to Ahi to Plimble to Paco to Apelic to Chris. And talking about Chris, he's right behind Apelic. And basically the bottom few all in no man's land, and that's 6 seconds now worth of penalties for Narval. Not ideal at all for the Aston Martin driver. It's 6 seconds out, and with the drivers being as close as they are now, that is definitely not the best for him. But he's still into P2 on the track. He's P2, and that's what matters. He's going to have the DRS on the straight, and that's perfect for him. Rutty still though, side by side. What's going to happen here? I cannot believe how they are still managing to keep this battle going, and it's clean as well. No one's lost the front wing, no one's backed out, no one's anything. They're all going for it like absolute lions. You can see side by side, four wide. Who's going to be superior? Narval is going to reign superior in this battle, and you can see Rutty has to cut the corner a bit. Oh, JCAC very, very, very close to making contact with Rutty as they go side by side into this left-hander. Still side by side. Rutty will not give in, as he's got the inside line, and he has to concede to JCAC, as JCAC will not let go. JCAC is going to keep pushing, keep fighting. This is amazing. As Scotty now, he's going to take advantage of that battle. And Temp also, he's on 3-lap old soft, basically the same as everyone here, and he's just enjoying this. You know, he's playing it safe. He's playing the safe game, no penalties. So he's in provisional P2, P3, P2 actually. So it's all perfect for him. It's all going well, you know. A perfect day at Jeddah for the Mercedes. And it's currently a Mercedes 1-2. Oh, Jesus. It's currently a Mercedes 1-2. Someone in the comments said something about Mercedes 1-2. Right, Calman is probably having a party at home, because if it stays as it is now, it's going to be Mercedes 1 and 2 for the first time ever in side-by-side Racing League history. Ever. I'm still going 4 wide now. That corner wasn't as entertaining, should we say, as the other few, but we can see Narval has just completely escaped from that train. The gap is 2 seconds, not tenths, it's seconds now, and he's left them. He said goodbye, I'll go by myself, see you guys later, and Narval's just soared into the distance. Jesus. It is very hard to commentate by yourself, which is why I'm going to join the party with the one and only Jack the Cool Fella. He's going to help me in getting through this night. I'm going to join his party. Let's see what he can bring to the commentary box. Give me a second, guys. There we go. Hello, Jack. And we're back with Jack the Cool Fella now. We're assisted by Jack, and very thankful to have him here beside me. And we're going to keep going though with these battles. As you can see, the gap between Narval and Rutty is 2 seconds. So Narval is doing a brilliant job at this. He's got 6 seconds, but he's making the most. Hello, Jack.
Oh God. Hi.
Hello. So this is an extremely entertaining race. Who do you think is going to win?
JCAC's looking really good. Temp looking better than ever. I think Temp might even do it in this race if he keeps the pace up.
Yeah, Liam Anderson says Narval's brilliant. Yeah, let's take a moment to appreciate what this man has just done. He is new to side-by-side racing league, right? He was nearly not even going to race today. But he's... Oh, what's happened there? I'm seeing a lot of position changes.
Aha's in the pits.
Aha's gone into the pits, right? And XD Paco...
and Paco made contact.
They're very close together, right? These Williams and the AlphaTauri. And you see the Williams goes off track. XD Paco's off track. Not sure why. I think, did he lose his wing? It could be possible.
I think he was letting the place back, probably.
Could be, and Pellic gets a penalty. And the gap between Narval and Rutti is 3 seconds. 3 whole seconds. We're going to look at the detail of the penalties, and that is crazy. He's still got 6 seconds, but Jesus, he has done extremely well to get that gap. But Jakak is still very close, and there is still a DRS strain going on with P2 to P5, and Temp is doing extremely well. He's not involving in any fights. He's just there, and if anyone crashes, if anything happens to the drivers, he's just there to take advantage. Position gained, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we've got now 7 laps left of the race, 8 maybe or so. Jakak is going to go down the inside of Rutti Gullet. He makes the move on Rutti. No penalties for Jakak just yet. That's going to be perfect for him. So he's in provisional P1 of the race. Provisional P1 for Jakak. He never won a race in SBS before. Will it be the first for Jakak? Legal making moves. It's, oh wow, we've got a battle and a half going on with the AlphaTauri, Mercedes and Williams, as Leighton making the moves on them two. And you can see, Pellic has to concede a position to Legal, who's not giving up just yet. Jimenez says El Plan. What is El Plan? Not great. They've got 1 driver. Not a very nice El Plan from Jimenez. Certainly missed out. If he's going for El Plan with the Spanish drivers, he's missed out on Narval. This Spaniard is flying in Jeddah tonight. You can see he is in no man's land. He is in front, and it is dream time for him. If he had no penalties, it would be perfect. It would be just very, very perfect for him. But behind, we've got still the DRS strain going as Rutti, with extremely fast pace, around the outside of Jakak, and he's now got the move done, and Scotty pushing Jakak through that corner. And now it seems Temp is looking to make a move now. You can see he's looking. Where can he make the move on Scotty? Not yet. It's all places to make a move are blocked, and he can't make the move.
Wait, am I the only one who saw damage fly off at the final corner? I think someone might have damage there, and is it the McLaren or
Narval? What's happened to Narval? Narval's boxed.
Oh. Why is he? Was he boxed?
What's Narval up to? Is my question now. He's just right. What is Narval up to? Did he get damage, or is this just plain? Is this supposed to be strategic? Is this strategic, or did he just get damage? Because I'm completely confused. I do not know the strategy around here, right? I'm not sure. I think he wants the pace advantage at the end of the race, but
no, it was a front wing. It was a
front wing removed, and that is not Dreamland at all for him yet. And we can see the top 3 all the penalties. We're going to go back to the penalty statistic. We can see top 3 seconds. You've got Temp. Temp is flying the Mercedes. He's a Division 2 driver, Division 1 reserve, and he's certainly showing what he's got. He's currently going to win in Jeddah if it stays like this. So, right, let's talk about this Narval strategy. Maybe it's not ideal, but the mediums will be falling off, so he will have the pace onto the last lap, and he certainly will have the pace to do the fastest lap of the race. As you see, Jakak down the inside of Rutti, and now it's just whoever has the DRS is going to make a move. That is basically how it's going. So it's going to be, this is going to go down to the final lap. I'm literally telling you right now.
Bold prediction, but I can't really deny with you there. It's just so close. Even with the penalties, it's close as ever. And Temp at the moment has the upper hand with no penalties and within a gap to take the lead.
Yeah, indeed. And I think Narval, he just needs to build the gap to Chris, and then he'll be able to keep his P5 which would be where he originally finished anyways, even if he stayed in P1. Sorry, I think I've nearly lost my voice after. I'm not sure what I've done. I feel like I've been calm and relaxed, but maybe not. As we can see, Rutty and JCAC, the gap is building, and Rutty needs to decrease this gap, otherwise he's going to be left without the DRS. And that is certainly not what Rutty wants. He wants another win, just like he got in Imola. He wants this win. He's hungry for a win streak. And he can see reducing the gap. He does so. A lot of people with penalties. Temp makes the move on Scotty. He goes down the inside and he's made the move on Scotty. Into P3 goes Temp. A very nice move, not risky, and he knew he could get it done, just like I said in the race briefing. This man's listened to me and it's paid off. He's in provisional P1, like that's all I can say, you know. He's listened and it's worked. Rutty down the inside of JCAC. Very nice move from him. And he's into provisional P2 now, basically. Narval, as I said before, he's got the pace to do the fastest lap, and he's just gone ahead and done it. The gap to Chris is now 7 seconds, so he's got P5 basically confirmed if he stays as he is now. And Temp also has got P1 confirmed. And Scotty 6 seconds from him, and now if Temp gets 3 seconds, that changes the game completely, right? Because then he's going to have to go aggressive. He's going to have to do what he didn't want to do. Narval minus 3 seconds per lap, as Grenzok is saying. He's minusing 3 seconds a lap to Scotty. I do not believe that. I'm going to have to see. And we can see Rutty is certainly building the gap to JCAC. And we just got 100 comments on the stream. I think that's a record. That's a record-breaking amount of comments, and we've got 20 viewers. Thank you everyone for being here, and I think this has been as entertaining of a race as you can get, and it's not over yet. It's not over just yet. If Temp, yo Jack, could you do me a favor?
Yep.
Could you see how many warnings Temp has?
Temp, sure.
If Temp has got more, if Temp has got 2 penalties, then it certainly is going to go down to the last lap. But for now, he has got P1, but it's still undecided who has P2.
Yeah, Temp.
Right. Yeah, Temp.
Okay, so...
Come on, Bobby, tyres, right. Right, oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Tyres. Okay, so we're showing tyres now. You can see the top 4 all on very old mediums. You can see Narval on the fresh soft, and Paco making the move on Crispal. They're on equal tyres it seems, and he's made the move stick on Crispal. And Temp playing the safe game now, as he should. Narval, another 3 second penalty. This is not what he should be going. I've showed the tyres, right? There's the tyres. Now I'm going back to penalties. It's 9 seconds now for Narval.
Oh, Bobby.
Yep.
Temp only has 1 warning.
Temp has 1 warning. He needs 2 more warnings. 2 more warnings to get a penalty, and 2 more warnings to make it everyone's game in the top 3. It could be. He should be playing this safe. He's got 4 laps, but anything can happen, right? Anything, absolutely anything. It literally takes 1 mistake and he's out. And we can see JCAC making the move on Rutty. These 2 fighting it out for provisional P2 in this race. And Scotty is just, yeah, he's left out of the DRS, and he's basically into no man's land. Rutty makes the move on the Mercedes, and it's the Ferrari leading the 2 Mercedes, but if we're looking at penalties, it will be the Mercedes leading the Ferrari and then Mercedes, so it's going to be Rutty and a Mercedes sandwich at this rate. I'm gonna have to wait and see. Temp may well could get another 2 penalties, so I'm not gonna say anything yet. 3 laps to go. 3 laps. 3 laps is all it takes for anyone to do anything, to crash, to make an extremely risky overtake, make it pay off. So don't leave just yet. We've got 3 laps of action remaining. As we can see, JCAC and Rutty still going at it. 3 tenths is the gap. This way well could be the gap which they have in qualifying. Right. Further back. We're going to look further back, right. I've been concentrating a lot on these lads. So we're going to give the people at the back some screen time. Leighton, lead, Quizak illegal. A far from ideal race for a penalty. Oh, what the fuck?
What? Ha 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 ha. Oh
And
my god!
it's a safety car! What the actual... What has
A
just...
dolphin.
Please tell
What
me
the
that...
actual...
Please tell me I did not see that... Right.
Wait, did you see the whole crash? Did you see the whole crash?
I saw it. I
Man,
swear.
I'm rewatching.
Oh my days, right. I think it was something to do with the Red Bull and the AlphaTauri. Not sure of the exact details.
So
wow.
Epilet got a penalty, and then you're spectating him. Oh!
Yeah, it was absolute carnage. And now it's far from over. We're gonna get one lap of racing. We're gonna get one. We can't finish under the safety car. One lap of racing is going to decide.
Not one, right?
It's going to be one. It can't be one. Look at the race. Look at the track thing. Everyone is so far apart. Surely we're gonna have a safety car, and it's going to be one lap of racing to decide who is going to win, who's going to come P2, who's going to come P3. So do not leave just yet, because we've still got one whole lap of racing left to go. But who is this not? This is not great for Narval at all. This is very bad for Narval. And it's very good for Paco. Wait, look at Paco. Look at where Paco is.
Oh, Paco.
Paco is in P4. He's in provisional P2. He will be in provisional P2. This is right. This is getting out of hand. There's so much is going on. Paco could win. Paco could win. Paco could win. I haven't seen him. He's been literally invisible this whole race. The last lap, I see that he can win.
Safety car will be in the slab. It will be.
And
there's something in the script of the game where you're only allowed to have 2 laps after the safety car in a situation like this.
It came out on lap 21, at the end of lap 21, I think. It's safety car in this lap, right? It's safety car in this lap, so we will get 2 laps of racing. Think it's not allowed to have 1, so we will get 2. Even more racing, even more drama to finish off. And Narval is completely and utterly messed up by the safety car. 9 seconds of penalties, all his hard work for nothing. Same with Scotty. XD Paco is having a party currently. I already know the Williams engineer Desmond is getting his hopes up currently, because Paco could win. Right, who are we rooting for? Are we rooting for Paco? Oh wait, it's safety car in this lap. Oh, I forgot. Oopsie. Let's go on board the Bratty. Go, go, go! It is go, go, go from Ratty. He's started. He's pedal to the metal.
Look at Paco. He's dropping already.
Oh, jeez. And Narval will have the pace though on the fresh soft.
Oh, he's made contact. He's in a spin.
Who's had a spin?
Paco.
Oh, Paco's had a spin, right. No more winning for him. As we can see, Rutty still leads the way. Temp, he's getting pressurized by Narval. Imagine the scenes if these two collide.
Wait.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna persevere.
Temp and Narval. Here we go.
Temp and Narval. Temp staying in front.
The outside.
They're still side by side. What's it gonna be? Oh, Scotty getting involved. Scotty looking to make a move. He can't make a move yet. And this is absolute. Oh fuck. that was.
Oh, Temp's dropped behind Scotty now, but he's just trying to keep it clear here. He's still gonna win the Grand Prix as it stands.
Yeah, but Temp is not in an ideal situation at this moment, because he's basically stuck behind Scotty, and Crispell looking to make a move on him as well. He's losing positions rapidly. Mazda Narval makes the move, and Rutty still leads. Narval though trying to make a move down the inside. Will he go down the inside? Yes, he will. He makes the move down the inside, and he's into provisional P1 of this race. He's into P1 without penalties. He'll be in P1. As we can see, it's 4 wide. It is 4 wide. It is 4 wide. Who's gonna come out on top? It's gonna be JCAC on top, and we can see Temp is dropping positions quickly. He's down, and JCAC could possibly win. I'm completely lost with who's going to win, but I think Temp still would win the race. Look at this. Look at how much the gap is between everyone here. JCAC, he's playing
Scotty's
He's playing it well.
penalty, so
Scotty down the inside. Oh, it's contact! It's contact! He's a bit squeak. Wait, it's not contact. It looked like contact, but it certainly wasn't contact. I'm not sure what happened there.
Bobby, I might or might not be right here, but if...
Oh, Narval!
Oh, it's contact!
Narval, what? Jesus, Narval's just done a slippity sloppity, and I'm not sure what happened there with him.
If Temp wins this, is it the first time someone's won Div 2 and Div 1 in the same week?
It certainly is, and we can see Narval just behind Scotty. Scotty's going to win on track. Who is going to win with the penalties involved? It is going to be this man. The man, the myth, the legend, Temp 251590. Narval's actually going to win on track. Never mind, Narval and Scotty. It's going to be a race to the line. Who's going to win? It's going to be Scotty across the line, P1. Then it's going to be the Mercedes, Alfa Romeo, Ferrari, and the positions are mixed. Oh, Ahi!
Look up!
Ahi!
No one talked about Ahi the whole time.
Ahi has just got P2 in this race, and it was by 300th of a second. And that
wow.
That was amazing by Ahi. That could have been. It was so close between them two. Temp finishes P1. What a performance. Ahi P2. Shakak in P3.
I'm taking a picture of that. Sorry, but what?
P4 from Crispel. P5 from Rutty.
Narval's 11th. Ignoring 11th.
P6 Zach. P7 Scotty. And Scotty finished in P1. Look at these penalties. Look at how much it affected him. He finished on track in P1 and he finished overall in P7. P8 and P9 for the Williams. P10 for Plimble. And that was a crazy race, right?
Right, yeah. That was something.
That was very interesting.
Oh. This is what you get when you have street circuits in SBS. It produces some of the best races. It literally is heaven, street circuits here. And Saudi Arabia has brought us yet another classic. Oh, from what I can tell. But it's another win for Temp. 2 race wins at the exact same track in the exact same week for Div 2 and Div 1. He's going to be in SBS history for that. First person to win in Div 2 and Div 1 on the same week. Now that is something to be proud of.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you guys the grid. Temp in P1 by 300ths of a second. Ahi P2, Jakak P3, Crispel in P4, Rutty P5, Zach Legal P6, Scotty P7, Paco P8, Leighton P9, Plimble P10, Narval P11, Tokorola P12. Then we've got Herdero in P13, P14 for Hopkinson, P15 Apelic, P16 Pyro, P17 Pahapirka. What a performance from Temp, what a performance from Ahi. Out of nowhere came Ahi. And this was by far one of the most entertaining races I've ever encountered in SBS. This is going to go down in the history books. Oh, we need to ignore this. I may or may have not used... Okay, long story. I basically did some 5-lappers with my friends and then I used the same lobby. So, just ignore that last part, right? That was a fun race. Definitely didn't predict that at all.
No one expected that height to be up there at all.
Should we do interviews?
We probably should, yes. Oh my god, am I seeing Temp twice in a week? Oh, pray for heaven above. Alright. Interviews, lads.
Can you invite, Adam? Can you invite Temp?
Temp, I think I'm friends with him, surely. Temp 251590. Is that the right temp?
Yep, should be.
There's many temps.
I'm not sure what's going on now. I'm going to have... I'm loading into Portugal short qualifying. This isn't part of the race, by the way, guys. Right, I'm going to have to... I'm just going to go off of this screen. You don't need to see that. let's get started with interviews. That was a crazy race. I think that was the best last lap I've ever seen. Can you invite Temp? There we go. Hello, Temp. That was the craziest race I've ever seen. That was the best racing I've ever seen in side-by-side racing league. How was it from your point of view, that last lap especially? Yeah, 300ths of a second. That was... Yeah, well done to you. The whole race, you were, up there, and you certainly got the best out of it. No penalties, keeping it clean, and that's ultimately what got you the win. What else do you think you did right apart from not sustaining any penalties? Yeah, it was a lot of DRS strains throughout the race, and you were always there with the DRS, getting the most out of it, ready to pounce if there was any mistakes. And I think you just played your cards well, not getting any penalties, playing it safe, and just a huge, massive congrats to you. I don't want to leak anything, but I think you may be getting a full-time seat in Div 1. I don't want to leak anything, but I'm just saying so. Yeah. Yeah, massive congrats to you, and I'm gonna let you go now. Wow, that was eventful. Thank you for that, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Who else should we interview? I think we should go on with Ahi. Let's see what he was thinking. I'm not sure if he can interview. I'll ask him, and then we can see what's going on. Because Ahi, Temp, you can go, by the way. Ahi, he was from nowhere into P2. I think we weren't even talking about him. We didn't even take him into account. Crazy. Doesn't seem like Ahi wants an interview. Who else can we interview? Who else? He's hanging out. He's hanging out. My throat was going off. Okay, I think that is going to be the final interview for now. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you guys all for watching, and have a wonderful rest of the night. Yeah. Wow, that was a crazy race. What a way to finish off in Jeddah.